Hey everyone, Chris Urso here. We're up at Incline Apartments with our good buddy and our selling broker, Matt Amos. Today's
Hello, everybody.
a proud day for us. We're in the process of selling this property. As you know, it was one of the first properties we bought. It's a 40-unit building, and I'm going to ask Matt to share a little bit about, kind of the marketing and sales process of it's a relatively lower income property. As you can see by the beautiful landscaping and decor here, it's not all about how sexy a property could be. This property produced a significant amount of cash flow for us and our investors, and it's now time for us to sell it, and we enlisted professional to help us do that.
So Chris hired me to sell this property. Chris came in and put a lot of legwork and arm grease and elbow grease into the deal.
A little bit of everything, a lot of gray hairs.
Yeah, and really turned it around and got the cash flow, and for a property like this, people buy because of the cash flow and the cap rate that they can get off of it. So we really looked at the price per unit, we looked at the cash flow, proven income, the track record, and we marketed it to a buyer that knew what he was getting into but wanted that cash flow and could take it to the next step even farther than what he did.
So I think one thing you touched on now that a lot of investors don't necessarily pay attention to, especially smaller mom and pop, is if you're buying a deal knowing that you have an intention of selling it in 3 to 5 years, which is pretty much our business plan, but when we go and work with brokers, I want to give them all the tools possible to aggressively market it and confidently market it, so keeping good books and records.
Sure.
Like proven cash flow wise. So
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about like some of your experience with that.
So the proof's in the pudding. And if you can show and prove income and show realistic expenses and show that you've improved the property, it goes a long way. So bookkeeping is very important. And that's one thing you guys done, capital improvements and redoing the bathrooms and the kitchens and the flooring and really cleaning the toilets. But this is a working class property. It's gonna have its scars, and that's okay if it's priced right. Things that have also been in your favor is the area. We just drove around and we saw a lot of new improvements in the area.
It's been pretty wild how much has gone on here in 4 years.
Property across the street was boarded up when you bought it. Now it's completely rehabbed with $5 million put into it. So see a lot of good stuff going on in the neighborhood. Still a lot more to be proven. I think you're getting out at a time that makes sense for you guys, but I think it also adds another value for the buyer. This property once sold in 2003 for $1.1 million. So you bought it for $260.
Yeah.
So we're seeing that cycle, and that's important to know when you get in and when you get out. So
yeah, I mean,
it
ran its course for us, and it was a good deal for us, for our investors, to prove ourselves. And we all need a deal to start out with, and this was that deal for us. And we help a lot of individual investors do the same thing for their own personal gain. And we share our experiences, our pitfalls and our successes with our students and those people that work with us to help you maximize really where you want to go. And we have the right team and people in place. We all need good people around us and good professionals, and Matt's one of those guys, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.